Welcome back to After Hours on Real America's Voice.
Thank you guys for watching After Hours with Alex Stein. We have a great guest, a country music singer and superstar, the one, the only Natasha Owens. And Natasha, we're going to play your song. It is going viral on multiple social media platforms, and it's called The Boss. And I like this song because it's making fun of Bruce Springsteen for being a soy boy woke libtard. So let's play this full song with the music video, and I want you guys to leave a comment whether you like the song or not. I think it's all been pretty positive, but there might be some haters. You know what they say?
There's a few,
there might
always.
be. There's always a few, but I love the song, and if my opinion means anything, it's a hit. So let's play the full video right now.
I danced to Rosalita. I shouted out Thunder Road. I used to believe you sang for me in those glory days of old. Where is your song for justice? Where is your song for the working man? I was born in the USA and you spit on my promised land. You preach from your mansion, but you don't know the cost. I thank God you're not the boss. What about Lake and Riley? Is Charlie too hard to say? What about when you took your shot at the one you call king? Where is your song for justice? Where is your song for the working man? I was born in the USA and you spit on my promised land. You preach from your mansion, but you don't know the cost. I thank God you're not the boss. I still believe in freedom, 'cause I've got a higher hope. I'll keep singing for America, even if you. Where is a song of compassion? Where is your song for the hurting man? I was born in the USA and I used to be a loyal fan. Oh, you preach from your mansion and you lost that human touch. I thank God you're not. I thank God you're
You know, you still need help from the boss. You need help from the boss.
Now, you just watched the music video of Natasha Owens' latest hit single, The Boss. Now, a few elements in the music video were AI, but can you explain to the people not one bit of that song is artificial intelligence, correct, Natasha?
No, we did it so quickly. We did it in 6 days, which is a record for us. We wore out our entire team. So the writing of it, the production, the vocals, the musicians, all of that is us, our blood, sweat, and tears. Now, the video, we put a little bit of AI in there just to make it funny. You know, I couldn't find a video of Obama and Bruce Springsteen crying and holding each other, so we had to create that.
No, and I like using Sora and some of the elements when it comes to AI, but I have to ask you a couple of hard questions. You used a few elements that I thought, you know, it made me question our reality. So you used some symbolism from 9/11. Do you think 9/11 was perpetrated by people within the United States government?
Will somebody come Clinton me if I say yes?
Yeah, come on. You know it was an inside job. Just admit it.
It was an absolute inside job.
Thank you. That's what I love already. Okay, now I'm going to ask you the really hard question. You used another symbolism of a boot on space, which is really funny because they say that these space boots still have an impression on the moon. I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. I don't think in 1969 through 1972 we were able to go through the Van Allen radiation belts 12 times, 6 going there and then 6 coming back with 1 tank of gas. So what do you think about the moon landing? Do you think we really put a man on the moon in 1969?
Well, my God, we didn't have any of the technology. They couldn't even go rescue people from the space station last year. So I would say probably not.
Oh my gosh, you married a great woman, David.
Good choice,
Natasha, you're based. I love it. And you know, it's the thing is you love America, I love America. People will take that as an attack on America. We're just calling balls and strikes. I think America is the best country on earth. I think it's one of the few countries that if you come here and you work your butt off, you're going to be successful. But at the same exact time, the government will lie to us. I mean, they're great at peeing on us and telling us it's raining. So I really appreciate you being so honest. Now, that song is great. It's going viral. But my favorite singer of all time is a guy by the name of Michael Jackson. And I think Michael Jackson was unfairly accused of being a predator. Now, he was investigated by the FBI for 19 years. They never found him guilty. And there was a documentary called Leaving Neverland where I can't even say his name, Wade Robson, was the one that accused Michael Jackson of sexually molesting him. But what's crazy about this is Wade Robson was the lead character witness in 2 of Michael Jackson's court cases, 1 civil case and 1 criminal case. So Michael Jackson was very smart. He had a catalog of music that was bigger than Sony's and bigger than a lot of record labels, so he was not an idiot. I don't think that Michael Jackson would be so dumb to put somebody on the stand as his lead character witness if he sexually molested him. And then on top of all that, Wade Robinson dated Michael Jackson's niece. So he was obviously very close with the Jacksons, and I think it's disgusting that he would accuse Michael Jackson of doing this to him. Now, I will say that Michael Jackson was a little bizarre. He was a little different. But if you're part of the Jackson 5, I think at 5 years old, and you didn't have a childhood whatsoever, you would probably struggle with Arrested Development and yearn for a childhood that you never had. Now, I don't know if that's an excuse to be weird, but I want to play a clip of Macaulay Culkin saying that he was friends with Michael Jackson and nothing weird or sexual ever happened with him.
Happened at the house. That's what all these things that people are
that's
concerned
what's
about.
so weird, you know.
What did happen?
Nothing happened, you know. I mean, nothing really. I mean, we played video games, you know. We played it at an amusement park. Well, the thing is with that whole thing is that, you know, they go, oh, you slept in the same bedroom as him. It's like, I don't think you understand. Michael Jackson's bedroom is 2 stories. And it has like 3 bathrooms and this and that. So when I slept in his bedroom, yeah, but you have to understand the whole scenario. And the thing is with Michael is that he's not very good at explaining himself, and he never really has been, because he's not a very social person. I mean, you're talking about someone who's been sheltered and sheltering himself also for the last like 30 years, or you know, and so he's not very good at communicating to people and not very good at conveying what he's actually trying to say to you. And so when he says something like that, you know, people, you know, he doesn't quite understand why people react the way that they do.
Why do you think he likes young people so
It's because it's the same reason why he liked me, was the fact that I didn't care who he was. That was the thing. I talked to him like he was a normal human being. And that's what, and kids do that to him, because he's not, I mean, he's Michael Jackson, the pop singer, but he's not the god of, you know, the king of pop or anything like that. He's just, you know, a guy who's actually very kid-like himself.
I mean, I think Macaulay Culkin is being very honest, but before I get your opinion now, with the latest Epstein release, where we know Epstein is guilty of sin, a lot of people are on Michael Jackson's side. So I want to play this clip of Aaron Carter saying that he was basically influenced and pressured to say that Michael Jackson touched him when that was not the case. And Aaron Carter stood strong. So rest in peace, Aaron Carter, for being, you know, really strong. Because I can tell you this much, if the FBI was in my face telling me to do something or say something, I might say it. You know, that's a tough room to operate in. So let's play this clip of Aaron Carter talking about the pressure that he felt from the FBI and his own mother.
Leave. I get back to the Sheraton Hotel at Universal over here. There's 4 FBI agents waiting for me in the hotel room. And my mom's there and she's like, tell them what happened. And I'm like, what do you mean tell them what happened? And I sit down with them and they all ask these super sexually exploiting, you know, questions, back-sided questions. And I knew that at my age already. And I looked at all 4 of them and I said, are y'all crazy? I said, what you think I'm going to do? Tell you that Michael did something bad so that we can sue him for money? That's what I told him. I was like, you're crazy. And I looked over at my mom and I was like, are you serious, Mom? I was like, what is going on here? Why are you letting this happen? And she goes, well, I think something happened. You know, I think something. I'm like, really? That man did nothing but be hospitable, kind, loving, giving.
Now, Natasha, we have multiple other clips of people saying the same thing, saying that they were pressured to say this, and all the information that I've given you in this short time. What is your opinion now? You don't believe in 9/11. You think the moon landing's a little fuddy-duddy. With the information that I gave you tonight, are you starting to be on my side of history, that Michael Jackson was not a child predator and actually wanted to help children?
Well, I don't know. Let's break it down. He had very bad judgment with makeup and with plastic surgery and nose choices. So, and he was really creepy. I mean, what adult has it?
Well, okay, now I have to debate you. Now I have to debate you.
I'm just saying.
Do you know why his face looked like that? You don't even know, because he was in a Pepsi commercial and he got caught on fire. And you don't remember that?
Well, with his money, he could make something very pretty.
I'm just saying that they actually lit him on fire during a commercial shoot. So that's actually why he had all that skin issues.
But you don't leave it half off.
So you do think he was a pedophile, is what you're saying? Be honest.
I'm just saying he's creepy as heck. He's creepy. He was creepy.
He's a king of pop.
And his voice was creepy. And he had an amusement park, and he's, what, a 35-year-old man?
Well, at least he,
Riding roller
he
coasters
invited
with
a lot of kids to
10-year-olds?
come have fun at that amusement park. He didn't do anything nefarious there. Macaulay Culkin was hanging out there. Aaron Carter was there. I mean, if he was going to molest anybody, Macaulay Culkin was in Home Alone. I mean, you think
Yes,
that
definitely.
he would definitely molest him.
Right. No parent supervision there.
He wouldn't let him leave. Macaulay Culkin's the #1 actor in the world at the time. If anybody that wanted to molest somebody, Jeffrey Epstein would have been all gobbling on Macaulay Culkin if he had a chance. So don't even act like that.
Well, this is true, but the fact that people automatically believe it, or it's half the battle trying to convince you that he's not, because he was so creepy. I mean,
He was a little different.
creepy.
He was a little different, but I'll just say this much.
He was talented.
Yeah, if you're 5 years old and you're out there dancing and singing, your dad's whipping you and you're being abused by your parents, not sexually but physically, I think it's going to make you a little bit weird, a little screwed up. So I'm very empathetic to Michael. I love Michael. Now, I'm not going to dox Natasha, but Natasha lives in the DFW area and you're very familiar. India has moved their whole entire country to this area. I'm not even kidding. In America, we have 33% of the Indian population right here in the DFW area. And I am sick and tired of you racists and bigots calling Indian people negative terms like they stink or that they eat poop. So I went to the Plano City Council and I defended my Indian brothers and sisters. And that's coming up next. And I promise you, you do not want to miss it.